Hi, my name's Patrick. I'm one of the PTs here at Monash. I've put together a Teen Fit program for you today. We'll start off with some stretches, try and loosen up if you've been sitting down at your desk for too long. We'll do a bit of strength work and we'll finish off with a little bit of cardio as well. Everything's fairly simple. You won't need any equipment or nothing you won't be able to find around the home. We'll start off with a few stretches to loosen up. First one is called thread the needle. So you're going to start down on your hands and knees. You're going to take one hand, reach underneath under your elbow as far as you can, almost to the point where your ear is on the ground, and then reaching up to the roof. So for these ones, we'll go through together. We'll probably just do about 5 or so on each side. And swap into the other side. So as you do it, you should feel a stretch through the middle of your back, maybe your top of your back. Try and think about pushing, sorry, that's my dog. Pushing your hips in the opposite direction. And if you feel like you need more, you can't really do too many of these. And relax, perfect. Next one is a hip flexor stretch at the top here. So you're going to take your front foot out until your knees about 90 degrees, up on your toes at the back, nice and tall, squeeze your bum, so you're trying to push your hip forward, and then opposite knee, that hand goes up, reaching over to the side. And then we're just going to hold here about 20-30 seconds. Again, a little bit longer if you need. Sorry, he'll be there for a little while. If you feel better, just going through a little bit of a pulse, sort of softly, slowly moving side to side, that's fine. Just don't try and overdo it. And then when you're ready, other side. So again, toes up at the back, front foot flat, squeeze your bum at the back, leaning over that front knee. So these muscles just get quite tight when you're sitting down a lot. So obviously if you're at home doing school or even at school doing your work there, it's good to loosen them up a little bit before you do any exercise. Right, we'll go into our strength workout. So what we're going to do, we've got 4 exercises. You're going to do 20 reps of each exercise, and then once I've showed you what you've got to do, you're going to pause. You're either going to do 3 laps, 4 laps, or 5 laps, so whatever level you think you're at, and then hit play again, and we'll go through the exercises after that. So for the first one, you're going to do a rear foot elevated split squat. Sounds very complicated. All it is standing with your back leg up on a chair or a couch or something similar sort of height, dropping down as low as you're comfortable onto that front side. If you're a little bit wobbly, just put something in front of you like the back of a chair to hold on to. And we're going to try and do 20 reps. The main thing to look for here is that your knee points the same way as your toe, definitely doesn't sort of cave in towards the opposite side. And if you touch the ground lightly, that's fine, but you definitely don't need to if you're a little bit tight or a little bit wobbly. So 20 reps on both sides. Then we're going to go into a push-up with a shoulder tap. So on your toes, if you can, you're going to go down into a push-up at the top, touch your shoulder, touch your other shoulder, back down into a push-up again. So as you do the shoulder taps, try and avoid your hips wobbling side to side too much. If you get to the point where you can't do 20, feel free to drop down to your knees and keep going, or just stop at as many as you can. 20 is the goal though. Once you've done those, you're going to go over into a towel hamstring slider. So just a tea towel will work, bigger towel is fine as well. Pop it out in front of you, laying down on your back. You're going to start with your feet tucked into your bum, hips up to the roof, slowly slide your heels out all the way. Once you're at the bottom, you're done, just tuck it in, lift them up, and then slowly sliding out again. So you should feel your glutes working and really feel your hamstrings at the back of the legs. So 20 reps here. If it's easy for you, obviously just go one leg. Pop one leg up in the air so it's not allowed to help. And just go 10 reps on each side like that. Perfect. So that's the towel hamstring sliders. And then our last one is just a dip. So again, up on your couch, on your chair. Hands are nice and close. Try and fold your fingers over the front. Try not to have them pointing out to the sides. You're going to try and drop yourself down as close as you can towards the chair or the couch. So ideally not shifting your weight forwards and using your legs to get up, but you should be touching your lower back or even your shoulder blades on the couch behind you. So again, 20 reps of these ones. If you need to make it harder, just pop a chair in front and have your legs up a little bit higher. So when you're ready, hit pause on that. 20 reps for all of them. If you're just starting out, try and get 3 laps done. If you want to be a little bit more adventurous, go for 4 or even 5. And then once you're done, hit play again and we'll go through the cardio section. All right, so for cardio, you're going to do 3 exercises this time. They're all going to go for a minute. And again, you're just going to do as many laps as you feel you can manage. First one is called break dances. So you're going to pop your hands down, kind of like a push-up position. You're going to slide your foot out to the side, almost trying to get your bum on the ground, and then over to the other side. So if you do it nice and quick, it should be quite hard. And if you can last a minute, that's a pretty good effort. Probably helps to have socks on for these ones. And really trying to get down to your bum, softly touches on the ground there. Again, if you can't make it for a minute, just do as long as you can. After that, you're going to go into commandos. So commandos is where we start in a push-up position, drop down into a plank, back up to a push-up, down to a plank, up to a push-up. Main thing to look for is that you use both sides. You'll naturally go up on your strongest side every time if you don't think about it. And try and make sure from this position, don't put your hands out in front. Pop your hands back where your elbows were. So the whole time your shoulder is stacked over your hands there. Again, go for a minute. If you want to make it easier, you can go to your knees or just go up onto something a little bit higher. Like that. And then the last one you're going to do is called a zoo frog squat. You may have seen these in one of the other videos. They look a little bit funny. They're really effective. Basically start in a good squat position. Take your elbows, pop them inside your knees. Hands together. Now as your bum goes up, you're going to look at the ground. As your bum goes down, you're going to look up. Once you've got the hang of that, you're going to go as high, as fast as you can, as low as you can. So you should get a little bit of a stretch just in the back of your calves and your Achilles. After about 10 seconds, it really burns. If you can actually last a minute, that's a really good effort. If you can't, just rest. Keep your timer going, whatever you're using, and jump back in for as much of that time as possible. Perfect, so that's the 3. Go through as many times as you want, so maybe try and aim for 3. If you can get that 4th or 5th round really good, otherwise work up to it. So hit pause, and then hit play again when you're ready. All right, and then we'll go a couple of stretches to finish. So these ones will try and focus on things that get sort of sore and tight when you're studying. So the first one, you're going to sit down on your chair, on your desk, whatever it is, hand under your bum, opposite hand grabs onto your head, and just gently leaning your head away from that shoulder. So you're just trying to stretch through that neck muscle into your traps down here. You're not pulling down with this hand, you're just gently using gravity. Shouldn't hurt, should be like maybe mildly uncomfortable, but definitely shouldn't hurt. Aim for at least 30 seconds. Up to a minute though is fine, and you can do that one whenever you're studying as well. And then from there we'll do a sitting glute stretch. So ankle up onto your knee, and then we're just going to lean our body weight into our foot here. So you can hold on there if you need, or hold on to your legs. You should just feel it in the outside of your glutes on this side here. Again, you're not trying to hurt yourself or do any damage, just that 6 or 7 out of 10, that mild discomfort. Perfect. And then last one, we'll go into a chest stretch. So a lot of the typing we're doing, or pretty much anything is out in front, get quite tight through here. Best way to stretch, you can do this in a doorway as well. Today I'll just show you on the couch. So basically on your knees, elbow and hand on the couch there, and then just trying to drop your chest down into the ground. So obviously you'll never actually hit the ground as long as you're getting that stretch through the front of your chest. So around 30 seconds, probably more is better, up to a minute. Obviously do both sides. If it's easier just to do that in a doorway and lean your chest through the doorway, you can get both arms done at the same time as well. So there you go. Start with the minimum on those ones if you're struggling. Just 3 rounds for each. Maybe set yourself a goal, trying to get up to 4 rounds or even 5 rounds. Good luck.